I'm Pat Tillman. We've got a terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Palmer.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Sun Devils have enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. It's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They keep attacking through the air. Scrambling away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A third and... Coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. On second down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the end zone. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great deep.
hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
A simple play, simple game. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcats offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one, and his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
They'll try the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Coming out with it, it's Bland. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the...
He's off to the races. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Dances away to buy time. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He's going up top. And his it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot have...
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, they'll take to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Straight ahead. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bland. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Bearcats in the hurry up. Hands it off.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide out in motion. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He makes the connection. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. They want to throw it. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The throw to the outside is complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And that's a first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Banks. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats. And here they come, almost all the way back. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He finds his man, and he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Grab near the sticks. It's Banks. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on second down. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the misfire, it's second down. The corners are walked up tight. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone, and he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
number 15.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.